EV sales here in Australia. What were the 10 best selling electric cars? We're going to go through them. But what were the 10 best selling brands? The 10 best selling brands are quite interesting because Tesla sales did go down in Australia, but Tesla still dominated everyone else. That's going to probably change over the next year though. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. Welcome to all the new subscribers. By the way, if you want to become a YouTube member, I'll put a link in the description below. And some of our videos are just for YouTube members. Best-selling electric car in December here in Australia was the Tesla Model Y with 1,861 sales. The Tesla Model 3 was in second with 1,732 sales. So Tesla took first and second place. Very, very good result for them. Third, MG4. 855 sales. On the back of some pretty big discounts though. MG slashed the price of the MG4. They have now put the price back up to what it was before. And the Great Wall Motors Aura, their EV is now discounted. The Nissan Leaf has a huge $20,000 discount. Cupra Born is discounted. The new Aion electric hatchback is coming within a few months. MG4, I believe, sales this year won't be what they were last year. Highly unlikely for those reasons I just mentioned. Next, the BYD Seal, 412 sales. Incidentally, the BYD C-Line 7 EV, which is BYD's Tesla Model Y rival, similar size, that has been confirmed for Australia. It'll start at under $60,000. So probably I'm guessing around between $35,000 to $38,000 for the BYD C-Line 7 EV. That's a car to look out for. Next, the Kia EV5, 272 sales. A lot of people thought the Kia EV5 would sell quite well. I think it's a little bit behind, particularly behind its key rivals. Its two key rivals at this point in time are the Xpeng G6 and the Tesla Model Y. Based on the specs of the Model Y, specs of the G6, the Kia EV5 clearly doesn't match up. I don't think it's competitive on range, on charging speed, on a various range of different factors. Next, the BYD Dolphin, 231 sales, followed by the BYD Atto 3, 228 sales. BYD have been doing promotions as well to drive a lot of these sales. They have been offering $3,000 to $4,000 discounts, free charges as well, across all models. The only model they haven't been discounting for the last, I believe, about 2 months now is the BYD Shark. The BYD Shark hasn't got these discounts. Obviously, they've sold a ton of BYD Sharks. The price is very good. But they have offered, $3,000 or $4,000 off the price of their plug-in hybrids and their EVs here in Australia. Next is the BMW i4 with 196 sales. Polestar 4 was next, 120. Volvo EX30, 109. And the Volvo EX40 Recharge, 101. Volvo EX30 sales, there might be a little bit of a dip in those. Volvo did say that they'd sold out their entire allocation for this year. I don't know if they got a few cancellations. They might have, they might not have, I'm not sure. But they might have because the Zeekr X is basically the same car as the Volvo EX30. It's a little bit bigger, I think it's a little bit more luxurious from having sat in it, and it's cheaper. I've been saying this for a while. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to buy a Volvo EX30 when you can buy a Zeekr X at this point in time. I just don't think it adds up. Unless you just have, a comfortable feeling by buying a Volvo. You've had Volvos before, so you want to, stick with the brand, and I get that. That's fair enough. Companies that sold the most EVs here in Australia. Obviously, Tesla is miles ahead in first place. Even though their sales did go down by 17% here in Australia, they still sold 38,350 vehicles, meaning they had more than 40% market share of the entire Australian EV market. That's a remarkable result considering the Tesla Model Y is old, dated. There's a new one about to come out within weeks. It's also an amazing feat considering a lot of people don't like Elon Musk at this point in time, so they're not buying Teslas for that reason. Also considering the competition are charging less in many instances than Tesla. The Xpeng G6 is a better value proposition. Tesla's brand is incredibly strong to have sold that many cars this year, or at least in 2024, I should say. It's 2025 now. BYD was second with 14,260 sales for the year. That's an increase of only 14.6%, which is probably a lot less than I expected, but BYD's global sales have been spectacular. MG third, 8,239. MG grew the most out of these top three with 39% growth. But BMW grew by a staggering 160% with 7,787 deliveries, which is a remarkable number. Volvo was next with 3,862 sales, down 2.2%. I'm surprised to see that. Volvo sales worldwide have been a massive success this year. Worldwide. Here in Australia, not so much. Kia next with 3,610 sales. That's growth of 18.8%. Hyundai up 11% with 2,689 sales. Mercedes-Benz next, 2,603, down 18%. Mercedes-Benz is really struggling to sell cars at the moment in Australia. There's been some big discounting going on. I've heard this from the industry, from dealerships themselves have been telling me this. Polestar next, 1,713 sales, down 30%. Pretty surprising numbers for Polestar. I think Polestar's vehicles are underrated. Personally, if someone said to me, do you want a Polestar or a BMW? I would say a Polestar for sure. Anyhow, Great Wall Motors, 1,225 for the Aura EV, up 133%. Mini, 1,125, up 104%. Toyota, they're not up any percent because they didn't sell any electric cars in Australia the previous year in 2023, not a single one. Toyota sold 977 BZ4Xs. So I have no idea why you would buy a Toyota BZ4X over a litany of other cars from Kia, from Hyundai, from Tesla, from XPeng, from Polestar. I mean, yeah, I just don't understand it. But anyhow, those are the numbers. So BZ4X is... yeah, they've sold a few of those. Maybe they're offering. I've heard they're offering some pretty big discounts, but who knows? Ford is next. 742 Ford Mustang Mach-E's have been sold. That's growth of 562%, but obviously that's going off a base of almost basically nothing. 742 deliveries of the Mustang Mach-E. Mustang Mach-E is definitely a better car than the Toyota BZ4X, just for those of you who are interested. So those are the best sellers of EVs. I think the other ones you're seeing some, sort of numbers here that are so small, they're not really worth focusing on. But what is interesting here, guys, are the numbers for each model. What were the best selling models for the entire year? Tesla Model Y did incredibly well. Tesla sold 21,253 Model Ys. They were in first place by a wide margin. Second was the Tesla Model 3 with 17,100 deliveries. Third, MG4, 6,934 deliveries. So a huge difference between third place and first place, 6,900. So basically 7,000 versus more than 21,000, meaning Tesla sold more than 3 times as many Model Ys as MG sold MG4s. That's it shows you the huge gap, the huge gap that still Tesla has over all of its rivals, even though there's a lot of competition now in Australia. Remarkable result, really. BYD Seal was fourth with 6,393 sales, not far behind the MG4. BYD Atto 3 was in fifth, 5,751 sales, not too far behind the Seal. Big gap here, guys, to the next bestseller, sixth place BMW iX1, 2,618 deliveries. Volvo EX30 next, 2,129. BYD Dolphin, 2,116. BMW i4, 2,062. Kia EV6, 1,785. So just for some comparison's sake here, Kia EV6, that's a very good car, right? It was the 10th best-selling EV here in Australia. But Kia sold less than 10%. The EV6s that Tesla sold Model Ys, 1,785 versus Tesla's 21,253. And considering there's a brand new Tesla Model Y on the market coming soon, like I said, the car that I own, the XPeng G6, is now available. Both of those, I think, are really good options. I think legacy automakers, that includes Hyundai and Kia, are going to have another tough year here in Australia. There's other EVs coming from other Chinese brands, more models. BYD are bringing more cars. XPeng are bringing more models in. They're bringing the Mona. They're bringing the P7 Plus. They're bringing the G9. They're bringing the X9. There's so many different vehicles. Zeekr bringing the 7X. The Zeekr 7X, that's another formidable car. Really, really tough year this year. I mean, Toyota is saying things like this. Chinese automakers make no difference here. They're fighting against each other. That's what Toyota claims is happening. Well, guys, all these sales here, they are conquest sales. They're conquest from legacy autos. They're conquest from internal combustion. So Toyota doesn't understand facts or statistics because these are literally, you can't be fighting against yourself. To have created these sales, you've got to have gotten them from somewhere. The automotive industry is a zero-sum game. Like it didn't just add sales last year. It was basically the same as the previous year. So actually, legacy automakers are being disrupted. This disruption will only grow. I think it'll grow at a much faster pace in 2025. Let me know though, do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments.